The forces of nature give us such a diverse assortment of amazing sights. Formations like these were once a mystery, but solved by those that study the land. One part of Central Oregon is full of interesting volcanic formations. Once an ancient lake, the Fort Rock Christmas Valley Basin is home to Hole in the Ground, Crack in the Ground, Big Hole, and Fort Rock. While Fort Rock is an above-ground tuff ring, Hole in the Ground is a maar, meaning the crater is below ground. Only a couple miles off of Highway 31, Oregon's Outback Scenic Byway, many dirt roads lead to Hole in the Ground. Some paths are more rough than others and require a high-clearance vehicle. The roads will meet up with a road that circles the rim of Hole in the Ground. Upon arrival, the mile-wide crater is almost too large to see all at once. Such a big and unusual sight requires a bit of extra time to take it all in. There are many different places to stop and get a slightly different perspective. The rim sits at about 500 feet elevation above the bottom of the crater. At some point, this was believed to be an impact crater. NASA financed a study to find the origin of these volcanic depressions, including Hole in the Ground. Long ago, much of this area was underwater, covered by Fort Rock Lake. Lack of erosion and the elevation of Hole in the Ground suggests that it was just on the edge of Fort Rock Lake. Many eruptions in the area created around 40 formations of maar, tuff rings, and tuff cones. Hole in the Ground is a maar, which is the result of an underground collision of magma and groundwater. Magma rose to the surface, causing water to flash to steam. Pressure built until a large section exploded. Large boulders launched up and landed, forming a rim. The explosion also covered the area with ash. As material slid back into the hole formed, it closed the vent, and the process repeated a few times. Eventually, the lake drained away, leaving the dry desert landscape you see today. Today, this landmark is a destination viewpoint that can teach us about volcanic history. In addition to sightseeing, various forms of outdoor recreation and camping are enjoyed here. The road circling the crater is a pretty tame dirt road with the occasional rough spot. 3 roads lead to the bottom of Hole in the Ground. Most visitors stay up on the rim. The roads down are steep, rough, and not recommended for most drivers. Hiking is a good option. With half a mile radius, it is a short but steep trail down to the bottom of the crater. Like most volcanic formations, the crater is not a perfect circle, nor is it all the same rock. On the inner crater walls, you can see different minerals and shapes of small cliffs. The bottom of Hole in the Ground is a secluded world of its own. Once the opening of a violent eruption, the base is now empty and peaceful. Other than wind and dust, the only thing to see is the 360 view of the surrounding crater. Being in the middle of such an impressive formation can be a calming experience. The strong volcanic forces at Hole in the Ground left us something to learn from and enjoy the beauty of. Hole in the Ground is one of many unique volcanic formations of the Fort Rock area. The other locations are worth visiting too, to see the differences and more of this volcanic story.